Hello everyone, welcome to Economics Bridge. Let's make economics simple, practical, and easy to understand.
In today's class, we'll study the important sayings and definitions of economics given by famous economists. Let's begin. Political economy is said to have strangled itself with definitions. J. M. Keynes. Economic is a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce resources which have alternative uses. Lord Robbins. The distribution of national income should be on the basis of from each according to his ability to each according to his needs. Karl Marx. The great object of political economy of every country is to increase the riches and power of that country. Adam Smith. To determine the laws which regulate this distribution is the principal problem in political economy. David Ricardo. Economics is the science which treats of wealth. J.B. Say. Political economy or economics is the name of that part of knowledge which relates to wealth. F. A. Walker. Economics is, on the one side, a study of wealth, and on the other, and more important side, a part of the study of man. Alfred Marshall. Economics is political economy, or economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. It examines that part of individual and social action which is most closely connected with the attainment and with the use of the material requisites of well-being. Alfred Marshall. The aim of political economy is the explanation of the general causes on which the material welfare of human beings depends. E. Cannon. Economics is study of man's action in the ordinary business of life. Marshall. The range of our inquiry becomes restricted to that part of social welfare which can be brought directly or indirectly into relationship with the measuring rod of money. Pigou. Economics is the science which studied human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Robbins. Economics. The study of how in a civilized society one obtains the share of what other people have produced and of how the total product of society changes and is determined. Henry Smith. Economics. The study of how societies use scarce resources to provide valuable commodities and distribute them among different people. Professor Samuelson. Economics is what economists do. Jacob Viner. Microeconomics is the study of particular firms, particular households, individual prices, wages, incomes, individual industries, particular commodities. K. E. Boulding. Macroeconomics deals not with individual quantities as such, but with aggregates of these quantities, not with individual incomes, but with national income, not with individual prices, but with price levels, not with individual outputs, but with the national output. K. F. Boulding. In microeconomics, we are more concerned with the avoidance or elimination of wastes, or with inefficiency arising from the fact that production is not organized in the most efficient possible manner. Such inefficiency means that it is possible, by rearranging the different ways in which products are being produced and consumed, to get more of something that is scarce without giving up any part of any other scarce item, or to replace something by something else that is preferred. A. P. Lerner. Macroeconomics concerns itself with such variables as the aggregate volume of output in an economy, with the extent to which its resources are employed, with the size of the national income, with the general price level. Macroeconomics, on the other hand, deals with the division of total output among industries, products, and firms, and the allocation of resources among competing uses. It considers problems of income distribution. Its interest is in relative prices of particular goods and services. Professor Gardner Ackley. The role of the economist is more and more conceived of as that of the expert, who can say what consequences are likely to follow certain actions, but who cannot judge as an economist the desirability of ends. Professor Robbins. Our impulse is not the philosopher's impulse, knowledge for the sake of knowledge, but rather the physiologist's knowledge for the healing that knowledge may help to bring. A.C. Pigou. Welfare. Economics is that branch of economic analysis which is concerned primarily with establishment of criteria that can provide a positive basis for adopting policies which are likely to maximize social welfare. Professor Shatofsky. In positive economics, the proof of the pudding is indeed in the eating. The welfare cake, on the other hand, is so hard to taste that one must sample its ingredients before baking. Professor Graf. Capitalism is a system of economic organization featured by the private ownership of and the use of man-made and natural-made capital. W.N. Lux. Professor Samuelson. Supply and demand are not ultimate explanations of price. They are simply useful catch-all categories of analyzing and describing multitude of forces, causes, and factors impinging on price. Thanks for watching. If you found this lesson helpful, please like, share, subscribe. See you in the next class.